These plants are firmly attached. I can't just pull them away. Perhaps some of the temple's still intact. I've got to check it out. At least the water's nice and warm. You know, it all started innocently enough. Flies. Nothing dangerous about flies. Then there was the cat. Then the sheep. The tiger. Now sharks. Bloody sharks! I'd better steer clear of him. At least the temple looks intact. I'd better head back to the shore before he spots me. Okay. I have to get rid of that shark if I'm going to reach the temple. Let's get up there and take a look. This wreck's old. The jungle's begun eating into it. There's a cardboard box in relatively good condition in the glove compartment, but everything else is foobar. Let's see what's in this box. Looks like an old radio. A radio with a hand-operated generator. You produce power by turning this little crank on the side. Oh, it fell off. The cover is attached with 4 hexagonal nuts. I need something to unscrew them. Wow, blind luck. The radio crank fits right into the bolts on the cover. Ah, there's an electrics cable under here. Might come in handy. I'll connect one end of the cable to the contacts on the radio. I'll fill it with water. This should moisten the bloodstain. I've soaked the cloth in the blood. I'll knot the blood-stained rag onto the loose end of the cable. The radio can be charged electrically, and that charge could then be conducted down the cable. Sharks, I'm sure, are sensitive beings at heart. Even a small shock should be enough for him to turn tail. Of course, he's right on the lagoon bed. I'll need him to be right on top of the cable for it to work. Hopefully the smell of blood will be enough to attract his attention. It's working. The shark's surfaced, and he's circling the bait. I need to hurry before he pulls the whole thing under. Whap! 40 volts straight to the face. Fenton Paddock, top of the food chain. Time to get down there and check out this temple. Weed, mud, clay. Yes, it's a lake bed. It won't be enough to lever it open. I have my strengths, but breathing underwater isn't one of them.
This metal rod has a sharp edge. Given how long it's been in the water, it's remarkably rust-free.
There, I've managed to cut away the plants with the sharp edge of the pole. There's a small carving here. It's carved into the stone. There's not much I can do with it. How am I supposed to get in? It's a huge gate with a recess in the center. The recess isn't very big. I can reach all the way in. There seems to be some kind of mechanism back here. It's carved into the stone. There's not much I can do with it. The cardboard's softened in the water. Not bad. The damp cardboard should mold itself to the carving and dry in that shape. Of course, then it'll stick there forever. I need to grease it up first. I severed the vine. It's dripping some kind of oily sap. I'll collect some of this oily plant sap. If it's good for my skin, it can't do any harm to an old rock. I'll oil it up. Perfect. This should make for a good mould. The damp cardboard will dry around the carving, and the plant oil should let me get it off again in one piece. I'll collect some mud. The cardboard's dried in the heat. If I just remove it carefully, and yes, a beautiful cardboard mould.
I filled the cardboard mould with clay.
Let's hope it's hot enough to fire the clay. That should do it. The cardboard's burned away, and the clay looks pretty solid. It's lying in the embers. I need something to pull it out with. Got it. It fits. We're in business. How has no water reached this part of the temple? It smells old and dank, but at least I can breathe. There's a round stone jutting out of the wall here. I'll grab it. Here's another stone. And another stone. Okay, we've got 6 circular recesses arranged around a symbol. This must be where the artifact was stored all that time ago. I'd better take a closer look. I heard something move inside. Is it unlocked? Aha! The stones can be pushed down into the platform. Finally, the second key. I've travelled 3 continents just to find this thing. I should be happy. Or at least relieved. But there's something bothering me. Something at the back of my mind. I'm finally holding in my hands the key to Shambhala. The key to rescuing Richard. And I've got this weird feeling about it all. Is that my conscience? Damn. I thought I lost the thing years ago. Maybe all this wasn't such a good idea. How many people have already died for this thing? And how many more will die if I open the gate to Shambhala? Beyond all the myths and the legends, there has to be something real at the end of it all. There is something behind that gate that shouldn't be messed with. I don't know. Maybe it's this place, or maybe I'm just tired, but I can't help but think back to Hong Kong Harbour. I made a split-second decision to save Richard, and it was the wrong one. I won't make the same mistake again. I don't have the luxury of special circumstances as an excuse this time, and this time, there's a lot more at stake. Kim said you can't weigh one life against another. Last time, my mistake cost 8 lives. This time, it could be thousands. I've got to accept the reality. I can't go back to Tibet. I have to go back to where it all began. I have to justify the most difficult decision of my entire life.